Justin?
Hey man, sorry for being a little late.
No worries, Justin. So, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, Justin. Good to have you today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Justin, your third full-length album, the program is to be out on March 28th. So, would you like to tell me a bit on the songwriting and production that goes behind this new album?
Sure. The record's kind of been sitting around for a while. It's like I actually did it about like a year and a half ago at this point. And as far as like the songwriting went, I didn't really know I was writing an album until I was like almost done, you know? I just felt super inspired. I ended up picking up and temporarily moving down to like Charleston in South Carolina, where one of my best friends lives. He
Mm-hmm.
kind of based there, just because I had nothing going on. The last album cycle for our record Black Box had just ended, and I had some time off. So I picked up and went down there, bought all my stuff, and 1 week turned into like nine or something. And we met a lot of people. We made a bunch of new friends. We had a lot of fun experiences, and all that kind of encapsulates like the feeling of the record. Even the music we were listening to. We were kind of listening to a lot of like dance music and funk music and R&B and stuff. And I feel like some of that kind of influenced the sound on this new record. It was a lot of fun. The whole experience.
Amazing, amazing. Does the program has some kind of storyline or a concept behind it?
Loosely, like a lot of it has to do with love and loss. It's kind of like a quote unquote like heartbreak record, kind of a relationship record. It's about a few people that I was dealing with, I guess you could say, but um there is like a main focus, in that group of people. So it is kind of autobiographical. It's not as much about like inner turmoil. It's more about the external feelings I was feeling towards somebody else. So that definitely was um, different. The past records have been a little bit more introspective and about like, yeah, inner struggles,
Mm.
and this one had a little bit more maturity behind it. I kind of grew up and got over a lot of those things that I've been dealing with, but now I have a different hurdle to jump over, you know?
That's amazing. And had the pleasure to listen to the entire record, and I had to say, 12 amazing songs, beautifully written. The music is awesome. The vocals are totally mind-blowing, and the music. Speaking on the music, is like a blend between the old rock and bridge between old and modern music, I would say. So beautifully done work. So totally enjoyable songs. The entire record is done amazingly awesome, I would have to say. So thank you so much for putting up an awesome album this year. And as a creator, how do you guys feel about the outcome?
And we love it. I don't think any artist is going to tell you that the new thing they're doing isn't the best thing they've ever
Mm.
done, So I think it's really great, obviously. I mean, having been afforded the time to listen to it for this long because of the release schedule, um, I haven't gotten tired of it. Every time I listen to it, I still get excited by it, and I still get excited by what people are going to think and if people are going to like it. So, you know, it, it's it, it's easy to compare yourself to others and to compare yourself to yourself, with previous work, but I try not to hold it up to the standards of the previous records that we've made, just because it's a different era, it's a different time in our lives. So I'm happy with how it turned out. It was how I felt at the time, and I hope people share the same feelings.
Beautiful. Fantastic. And two videos also for 2020 Vision as a lyric video and Pulling Leeches, an official music video for this album. So would you like to tell me on the making of this official music video on Pulling Leeches?
Yeah, I mean that was it's funny because we had um we had contacted this director, his name is Dave, and his partner Allison, and they had come up with like this whole thing, and then they send you a treatment, it's called, which is basically like a PowerPoint of like what the video is going to be.
Yeah.
And to be quite frank with you, I read it one time and then completely forgot about it. And when the day actually came to do the video, I drove down to New York City to do it. And when I showed up to the set, it was kind of like a TV, like movie set. It was like
Mm.
a warehouse with all these rooms
Yeah,
inside of a, you know?
yeah.
Um, and I remember showing up and I was like, what are we doing? And Dave looked at me and he's like, in the history of every video I've ever done, you're the first artist to show up and not know anything that's going on. And it was just, it's nothing crazy. Like we just did a bunch of performances in different rooms and different fits, nothing too extravagant. We didn't have a lot of time that day. We actually did two videos in that day, so there's going to be another one that's coming out down the line. But it was great. It turned out really, really great, and him and Allison were really great to work with.
Fantastic, fantastic. And now March 28th, any big plans on the release day?
Sorry, so you just
Do
cut
you have
out.
any
What did you
big
say?
plans on the day of the release?
Not really. Like I don't really make a big deal out of this kind of stuff. Like in terms of, I don't think it means I need to like have a party or anything. I'll probably listen to the record on Spotify for the first time instead of listening to it like on a Dropbox or something. But no, nothing crazy. If I was with my band, because my band is in New York City, maybe we would have gotten together and had like a little listening party or something. But I'm just gonna basically eye my phone all day and see if people like it.
Cool, cool. And any big touring plans for 2025?
Yeah, I mean we're working on some stuff. We haven't announced anything quite yet, but we have some stuff in the can that we're working on.
Fantastic. And speaking on merchandise, are there any cool stuffs coming out from you guys?
For merchandise,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean we have some new shirts that we've already put out that are on the website that have all the new record designs. There's going to be more that we're dropping like as the songs come out. So there will be like a bigger merch drop when the album comes out. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. I think it's the best designs we've ever done.
Cool. And your debut album came out in 2020 and now been 5 years. So how do you feel about the road that you have traveled so far?
It's crazy. I mean, I remember I was in Mexico a couple weeks ago on the fifth anniversary of that record, and I was like, "Holy crap, man! Like, I can't believe it's been that long since this album has been out and how far we've come." Like, it's easy to get caught up in the minutia of things and sort of like think that things aren't moving as fast as we wanted to, or we don't have the success that I'm wishing for and all that stuff. But when I really look back at the trajectory that we've been on, it's actually been kind of crazy for a couple of years that we're at this point. And
Yeah.
if I spoke to myself, a younger version of myself, and told him that we would be here at this point, I probably wouldn't believe myself. So it's interesting also listening to the first record because I hadn't listened to it in a long time, and I was like, wow, I was really a different person back then. I can't believe I said this. I couldn't believe how melodramatic it was and all these things, but I think it still stood the test of time, and people still resonate with that record and still tell me they love it to this day. So it's crazy. I also recorded that like 7 years ago or something. So it was a long time ago. So I just, even personally, just the growth I've experienced as just a human being, it's kind of interesting to see how far I've come from that era in my life.
Cool, cool. And looking back in the last 5 years, would you like to share some of the most amazing moments that has happened?
Um, uh, well, I mean, musically, I mean, we've gotten to put out two more albums, so that's pretty cool. We've done a lot of touring. We've toured with some people that we really admired. Like the other day, I just played with Ace Frehley from Kiss, which is like a hero of mine. So that was really, really cool. Um, we've done a lot of tour. Like in Canada, we got to tour Big Wreck, which was crazy for me also because I grew up listening to Big Wreck, and Ian Thornley is like such a endless source of inspiration for me. And I've gone to travel the world. I've gone to Europe now. I played the the Parthenon or the Acropolis in Greece at this point, which was crazy. You know, there's been a lot of things. It's hard to sort of compile a laundry list of what has been great, but a lot of it has been great. I mean, we've had so much opportunity that have, you know, it's blossomed since that first record's come out. So I'm just happy that we're still here and we're still kicking it and people still care about this band.
Fantastic, Justin. And Justin, finally, any message that you have for the Broken Love fans around the world?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for still sticking with us and supporting the band and believing in us and not, you know, casting us aside. I know it's been a long time since we put out music, so I appreciate the people that are still here and still care about it. And you know, all in all, don't care what people think about you, and be true to yourself. Trust your gut. That's what I would say.
Fantastic, fantastic, Justin. And Justin, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to speak to you on the new album, the program. Like I said earlier, great album, and totally loving this new album from you guys. And thank you for all the awesomeness for that you guys have been giving for the last 5 years. And keep up the great work. And really looking forward to see you guys on the road real soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, man.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Take care and have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.